Welcome to a dynamic, restorative yoga practice for recovery from athletics, football, basketball, hockey. Start kneeling with your toenails pointing down, sitting on your heels. You can bring your hands to your thighs and start to breathe deeply. Inhaling to a 4 count and exhaling to a 4 count. Smooth, deep inhales in through your nose, and either out through your nose if that's available or out through your mouth. Come up to all fours for a second and flip your toes underneath. So now your toes are tucked. Again, sitting on your heels, press into your toes equally. Inhaling your arms up and then back behind you. Interlace your hands or use a strap. Expand the chest. Lift up onto your knees and off your toes and wiggle out your toes and your ankles. Then again, sink the hips on the heels and extend the hands up towards the sky or wherever they are available. Bring your hands back to your lower back and then let your arms fall heavy to the sides. Resting your forehead on the ground or on a block. Continue a few deep breaths here. Come up into a tabletop shape, stacking your joints, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your heart into cow pose. Exhale, round your back into cat. Inhaling as you open, exhaling as you round and tuck. Inhale, expand the heart, shoulders back. Exhale, round. Coming into a neutral spine. Kickstand your left foot out. Bring your right toe in line and your left hand in line, and then circle kind of like you're doing freestyle or butterfly all around this shoulder joint until you come to a hold there, spinning the ribs towards the sky. As you inhale, stand on your left knee. We'll come into gate pose. Right hand to your shin or your thigh, and again arc the left arm up and over. Inhale the arms up, and bring your hands back to tabletop. Hold the legs where they are. We're going to rock back and forth. Inhaling as you draw forward. Exhale as you come back. We'll do that about 3 times. Then hold the hips towards the heel. Now coming down this low bothers your knee. Don't come down as low. Still reach the hands forward. Try to keep breathing that 4 count breath. Keeping your mind occupied. Come back up to tabletop hands and then walk the hands up to your hips. Bend your right knee, moving the right knee towards the back of your space, pressing into it as you bend it. Inhale as you straighten, and then holding that 3rd time, bending the leg, keeping the shoulders stacked over your hips. Extend your right arm down and the left arm towards the sky. You can bring it on your thigh rather than the floor as well. So it's kind of a variation of extended side. Bring the hands back down. Swing the leg up and around as far as it'll go, pressing into your toes. Very active through the right leg. And reach the hands forward. Come back around. You're going to cross your right knee behind your left and then fan out the feet. Start to walk it back. Maybe your hips sit between the heels, maybe they do not. You can keep the hips lifted and then lean forward. You're flexing the toes a little bit in this posture to protect your knees. Find your breath whenever you get uncomfortable. And coming into tabletop again. We'll repeat this on the other side. So kickstand the right leg out, left leg's in line with your right knee, right hand's in line with your right knee, and we're circling kind of that freestyle. Couple circles with the shoulders until you hold. Arms over the ear, palm down. Come up to stand on your right knee. Inhale the arms up, and then over to gate, over to the left side. Come back, hands back in tabletop. You rock back and forth. Inhaling as you pull forward. Exhale as you rock back. Third time back, let's hold. And those abductor muscles. Count breath. Coming back up, standing on the knee, rock back and forth, bending into your left knee, drawing the knee towards the back of your space. Hold the third one, shoulders over hips. Bring your left arm on the inside on the floor or can be on your thigh. Right hand towards the sky. Just a variation of extended side angle. Bring your hand back to your hip, your hands back down, and swing the left leg up and over. Again, this is active through the left leg. The knee is lifted and you're pressing into the toes. So the goal here is to swing that left leg around as far as it'll go and then reach forward. Back up to your hands, and we'll come into cow face. So this time it's the left knee behind right. They're nice and tight. Fan out the feet. Sink the hips back to a space that feels okay to your knees, and then fold forward. Flip your fingertips towards you. You can tuck your toes under. Rock around in circles around your wrists, pressing into your toes as you shift back. And then hold the stretch into your wrists. Bending the elbows brings the stretch into the fingers. And roll out your wrists and fingers. And then find a little bit of time on the tops of your hand. You can actually flip your hand over and push one hand into the other. When you're ready, hips high, downward facing dog. Hands are shoulder width. Keeping the knees bent if you need to keep that roundness out of the upper back and find that extension. So it's much more important to have the extension from head to tail than it is to get the heels down. So just move around a little bit here. Breathe, pedal it out. Breathe here. Move yourself to the top of the mat and then widen up your stance. Bend your knees, resting your hands, your arms on your thighs, and then bring your hands to the floor or a block. Send your tailbone high. If it feels all right, you can grab opposite elbows. Just relax your head and neck. And just let gravity do its job. Try to let go of the resistance, the hamstrings and the spine. Relaxing your eyes and your jaw. Relax your shoulders. Steady out your breath. Slowly, you'll feel the resistance melt a little bit, maybe not a lot, but a little bit, as you start to relax the muscles that you're not working. Slowly roll it up one vertebra at a time. Inhale the arms up, and then interlace your hands behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then hinge the hips back. Fold forward again. If your hands don't leave the lower back, that's fine. And you can use a strap here if it's hard to interlace your hands. Release the hands to the lower back and then to the floor, to the mat. Inhale, step back, high plank, and then I'll have you lower all the way down to your belly. I'm going to do some fingertip cobras here. So bring your fingertips to the sides, your elbows up towards the sky. Inhale, open through your heart. You're only going to come up to where it feels okay to your lower back. Lower it down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. All right, this time we're going to add a twist. Inhale to lift. Dip your right shoulder, gaze over your left. Inhale, lift. Dip the left shoulder, gaze over your right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Rest your head on your hands. You can wiggle your hips from side to side. It's a great, nice central nervous system reliever. Going to move into a prone shoulder stretch here in a moment. Extending your right arm parallel to the top of your mat, so straight out. Your left hand is right under your shoulder. Bring your right cheek to the mat, and then bring your left leg up and over your right. Now that left leg can be straight like mine or bent. And if the floor is far away, put a block under your left foot. You can make little adjustments here, moving your fingertips towards the front of your space a little bit more. And you can add the left arm, bringing it up towards the sky, then flipping it so the back of your hand comes either to the small of your back or to your hip crease. Release the bind, and one more time. reach towards your right hand with your left, and then come back to center, resting your head again on your crossed hands, moving the hips from side to side. Extend your left arm, your left cheek, pushing into the right hand, up and over that prone shoulder stretch, starting with just keeping the right hand towards the floor. Add your props under your right leg or bend your right leg. And then if you did so on the other side, on this side, you're going to extend the right hand again towards the sky and then bring it up behind your back. So the back of the hand is to your lower back, or you can tuck it underneath your hip, do that. Find your breath. Just make sure your neck is in a comfortable position. Release the bind. Reach for the other hand first. And then we'll come back around to your belly. This time you can keep the feet, knees bent, and kind of windshield wiper that way. Coming to rest on your hands again. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, press it up to plank, and then back into your downward facing dog. On an inhale, bring your right leg high, right knee to right wrist, and just swing that right shin at a diagonal. Left toes are straight back. Do a couple heart openers here, fingertips down, open your heart. Exhale to tap the head on the mat. Inhale, open through the heart. Exhale, tap. Inhale. And this time come into extended pigeon. And then you have the option here of adding a shoulder stretch, so in the other direction. This time it would be the left hand underneath the body with the palm up. And just marinate here with your breath, letting go of anything that comes up. Releasing the shoulder stretch back into sleeping pigeon. Reach forward for a press. Then coming back, walk the hands back. Bring your right hand in the center of your mat or your body, and grab your left foot, drawing the left heel a little bit towards the outside of the left hip, stretching your quadricep. Release, and then fall into the right hip. You're going to set the right shin parallel to the top. Bring your left hand to your thigh. Twist. You can stay there or you can come to the elbows. This pose is called Wheel of Life. And then moving back to down dog, and we'll repeat that sequence on the left side. Just a couple breaths. Inhaling left leg high, left knee, left wrist, shin at a diagonal, right leg extended back. And do those sit-ups. So you can inhale, exhale, tap the forehead. Inhale, lift it up and open up. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Walk it out. And if you did the twist on the other side, extend the right arm through, palm up, left fingertips forward. Continue to breathe. Come out of the bind for a moment, extending the hands forward. Come up to your hands. Do this quad stretch. Your left hand in the middle of your body, right hand to the right foot, excuse me. Draw the heel towards the outside of your hip. And come into that 90-90 position. Right hand on the thigh to twist, and then maybe stay there or come onto the forearms if you did so on the other side. Come back up, swing to the side, and we'll come into a straddle fold. So you want to make sure that your pelvis is tilted forward. If you need a little bit of support, go ahead and sit on a block or a folded blanket, something to elevate your hips. And then keep your feet a little bit flexed here and your knees slightly bent. Coming up, inhale the arms up, and we'll do the obliques. So bring the right elbow on the inside of the thigh, and the left arm up and over. So using a little leverage, pushing into the right flat thigh and peeling open through the side body. Trying to keep this stretch in the oblique area and all along the side of the left body. Inhale both arms up. We'll do the other side. Spin the ribs and reach. Inhale the arms up. We'll just swing it around and come onto your back. Bring both knees into your chest and roll out your ankles, roll out your lumbar spine. And then extend your legs up your imaginary wall. They don't have to be perfectly straight. Bend your right knee and lower the left leg down. We're going to come to half dead bug. So bringing your hand on the inside of your right foot and your thigh bone, you're pulling it down to the outside of your ribs. Alright, then we'll move into a supine twist here. So using the left hand, draw your right foot up and over. And then cactus the right arm out, maybe looking towards the right arm feels okay. And then just like a lot of yoga poses, breathe into the resistance. See if you can let go with each and every exhale. Find a little more space along the side body. And try to keep that right shoulder down on the mat. Let's come back to center. We're going to set figure 4 up. So bringing the right ankle over the left thigh. You're going to windshield wiper back and forth. And your hands are out to the sides. And we're going to hold that twist with the right foot down. You can stay there, or you can grab the right thigh with the left hand and pull it towards you. Come back to center, and then we'll just go to the other side. So you're still holding that shape, right? The ankle clears the thigh bone, and your right knee comes either to the mat or the ground beside you, or on a prop if that's too intense. Breathe in those sensations. Let's come back to center. Bring both knees again into the chest. Roll out your ankles, lower back, and then back up to those legs up the wall. And we'll do the other side. Bending the left knee this time, lower the right leg down. Grabbing the inside of the left foot, drawing the thigh bone on the outside of the ribs. Just trying to keep that right hip bone down as well. And then coming into supine twist here. Right hand's going to draw the left leg up and over. Left hand is out to the side. And if it feels okay to your neck, your gaze is towards the left. Coming back to center, setting that figure 4 shape, the left foot over the right thigh, the ankle's going to clear the thigh bone, and windshield wiper from side to side. Finally holding the left foot down. And then if you did so on the other side, you can grab your left thigh with your right hand and pull it towards you. Just intensifies the twist if that's available. Release, holding that shape, come back to center, releasing the left knee to the mat or a prop. Let's come back to center. Uncross the legs and bring your feet hip width. Your arms down by the sides. Press up your hips. Stay there or roll your shoulder blades underneath, interlacing the hands. Pressing into your arms, lifting up through your hips. Try to keep the knees from coming outward. As you release the hands, slowly articulate the spine down. And finally, we'll finish our practice today in Supta Baddha, reclined Supta Baddha Konasana, the pads of feet together. So maybe bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Stay here as long as you have time to, practicing this last posture meditation. It's an honor to guide you. Namaste.